these kids are so privileged nowadays, but it's true. What we have now, this is a real sport. There's commissions, and people now respect the technique more than they did back in the day. Before it was bar fights, and now this is one of the best sports in the world, in my opinion. I'm a little biased, and it's awesome. And we always got to show appreciation to some of these legends.
The numbers for this bout in the featherweight division, presented by Air Summit. Cambridge Wheeler versus Zach Cockerham.
Zachary Cockerham is 5 years his elder. Cambridge Wheeler will have the 3.5-inch reach advantage.
Back we go to Brian Wood.
Bout number 2 is brought to you by Air Summit, servicing all makes and models since 1989. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Cambridge Wheeler. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Zach Cockerham. Oh, baby, let's go.
This and all amateur MMA bouts tonight, under the auspices of the Missouri Office of Athletics, are scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Let's fight. Round number 1, sporting touch of hands right to it. Black trunks for Cambridge Wheeler, black and white trunks for Zach Cockerham. To the inside, Cockerham to the body and to the clinch. Knees from the underhooks now for Wheeler.
These guys wasting no time, coming out hot, both men swinging.
Head kick lands, then the rear right uppercuts from Wheeler. Cockerham taking those shots well, staying on the outside.
Cockerham's gonna have to get on the inside, however. The range, the height advantage is all in favor of Wheeler, and from this range, he's not doing too hot. This is what I suggest from Cockerham.
Cockerham, again, 5'5" to Wheeler's 5'11".
Yeah, that's important to know. Maybe I should have said that on the tail of the tape, but this is the fight Cockerham wants. Put your hands on him, and if you're going to be the short stock your fighter, use your physique to your advantage.
Double underhooks now from Wheeler, landing the knees. On the right hand on the exit, overhand right from Cockerham. Switch of stances, the 1-2 from Wheeler. Wheeler on the teep. 155 remaining round number 1.
And we see the success of Wheeler from this range, just the jabs, the crosses, the teeps, the kicks, they're all landing. And Cockerham will need to make this a dirty fight if he wants to have more success.
Wheeler hands high and tight, walking forward. Cockerham with the overhand right, stiff left hand after the tee from Cambridge Wheeler. Out to the inside comes Cockerham. Hard overhook snatched by Wheeler. Level change, looking for the single leg is Cockerham, and there's the takedown.
Good switching game plan from Wheeler there, or sorry, from Cockerham. He wasn't having success on the feet because of the reach and just the physique difference. So he changes the scenery, goes to grappling. Now he's taking the back, scores a takedown on the back of Cockerham.
One hook in now for Zach Cockerham. Huge reversal of momentum here in round number 1. Wheeler doing very well on the feet, and now Cambridge Wheeler looking to defend this rear naked choke attempt that Cockerham is setting up with those left hands with one hook in.
Cockerham using a wrist wrap there. There he momentarily had Wheeler's right hand just locked up, very Khabib-esque style, and was able to land some good shots there.
35 seconds remaining, round number 1. Good turnout from Wheeler now in the top position. Big shots now raining down. Looking for a leg lock is Cockerham trying to find it. Referee Mike England telling Wheeler, don't put your fingers in the fence and grasp the links. See the ankle lock attempt. On the turn, stepping over, rolling through. There's the bell. That ends an outstanding round number 1.
Well, they're still fighting. Not sure what's going on.
The bell did ring. Referee Mike England did not hear it.
Not sure what happened there.
We got about 20 bonus seconds. Referee Mike England did not hear the bell.
It seemed like referee Mike England was too busy talking about the reaping of the leg. I think that's legal here as amateur, so he was trying to be aware of that and let the round go on a little too long. But here in the replay, we saw once Wheeler got on top, he wasted no time. And physics-wise, if you're on top, you're able to land some big, damaging shots. It all comes from the height you're at, right? If I'm sitting in your guard, I won't be able to hit you that hard. But if I'm standing on my feet, boy, 8-year-old girl can knock you off. She touches you in the chin from that position. So I do think Cockerham has to be careful by allowing his opponent to posture up as such, but smart to go for a leg lock to try to just create a scramble and not take as much damage. Sean, you know this. Is reaping illegal as an amateur in MMA?
In Missouri, it's the twisting leg locks that are illegal, but obviously that's the interpretation of the referee. Is a knee bar twisting leg lock? Maybe, maybe not. Is a heel hook? Most definitely, under most circumstances.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much I agree with that.
I would agree with you.
If I can slam my shin across your head, I should be able to put you in an ankle lock.
I agree with you fully, Jeff. And the whole point of amateurs is to teach fighters how to become pros. And leg locks, twisting leg locks, most definitely part of pro MMA. To round 2 we go. The body kick, the overhand right.
Cockerham did have success when he engaged in the grappling. He went back to it there, but the shot was not set up. You can't go to your knees on these takedowns. You can do that in high school folk style wrestling, but when it's open mat, you can't do that.
Rear right uppercut on the right hand. That's a clever combination from Wheeler. Tie plum now being snatched by Cockerham. Both fighters having their moments. Having his moment right now is Cambridge Wheeler.
I don't think you can knee to the head as an amateur in the state of Missouri.
That is correct.
That picked the chin up of Cockerham. I think a verbal warning was given there.
Looking for the level change, the single leg. Zach Cockerham, he hit the single leg in round number 1. And that changed the flow of the opening round. Looking for a standing Kimura sweep now as Cambridge Wheeler can't find it. Nearly finds Mount rolling through on the step over in the half guard.
Slick stuff of Wheeler to defend the takedown by going for the Kimura. Now ends up here on top and goes back to the posture. This is key. This is key when landing ground and pound. Is the more height I can get, the more damaging shots I can land.
This is a very fun fight. Cambridge Wheeler, age 22. Zach Cockerham, age 27. Both making their AMI MMA debut. Walking up the closed guard, now opening the guard. Looking for the armbar, Zach Cockerham.
Use that cage to swivel his hips, and it looks pretty deep. Wheeler is doing the right defense, though. Going rear naked choke grip on his own arm to protect himself. Not trying to get his legs involved. It doesn't look like, as I say that, it looks like the arm just got extended there, and he slips out.
Looking possibly for a knee bar, can't find it. Now on the turn, Wheeler. Cockerham back to his feet, looking for the single leg. Now working up the body and takes the big knee from Cambridge Wheeler. Another knee from Wheeler.
That was really nice what Cockerham did there. Use that armbar to scramble. I've seen high-level pros, even I'm talking UFC, just keep fishing for submissions and don't use these attempts to try to get up. He used that to get up and was able to scramble to his feet. And now we got an all-out brawl here. Both these guys just staying in the pocket, dirty boxing. Cockerham in on a shot. Let's see if he can lock his hands up.
And looking for that standing Kimura sweep, which is tough to hit. Cambridge Wheeler cannot find it. Almost taking himself to the mat now, Zach Cockerham, and moving into full mount, Cambridge Wheeler. On the back mount, one hook in, both hooks in. Final seconds remaining, round number 2. On the left hand, trying to explode out the back door, Zach Cockerham beautifully on the turn. Armbar attempt now from Cambridge Wheeler from the bottom. Final seconds. There is the bell. Heard this time by referee Mike England.
Wow.
To the third and final round we go.
Action-packed second round from both gentlemen. Here in the replay, we see the subtle feints from Wheeler there. Big hooks being thrown. Uppercut lands for Wheeler. Little teep, using rangy weapons as the taller fighter. Overhand glances the chin of Wheeler, and then here we see the ground and pound where he's able to get this posture. This is some good stuff to see from someone having their debut. People that have been fighting for years still don't understand the concept of posture for ground and pound. Here towards the end, we saw Cockerham scramble back up, and then we saw the wild exchanges on the feet. And now here on the zoom in, we see some cauliflower forming on the ear of Cambridge Wheeler. That's a great way to start your MMA career, just to make sure people know you're now a MMA fighter.
So often it's seen as a badge of honor.
I just know I can't put headphones in.
To the third and final round we go. Our fight clock is presented by Hoy Excavating. This has been outstanding thus far.
This is what you want to see.
Featherweights.
Sorry, Sean. This is what you want to see from Cockerham. What he did at the start of this round. Disrespect his space. Get into his face and just put your hands on him. At range, you're not having much success. Just make it dirty.
Hands high and wide for Cambridge Wheeler. Trying to walk through the punches with the 1-2, Zach Cockerham. On the low kick from Cockerham. On the body kick from Wheeler. Wheeler now coming forward. Straight 1-2 from Cambridge Wheeler.
Judging off body language, going in between rounds, the second and third, we saw Cockerham look pretty fatigued, hunched over his legs, breathing out of his mouth, but not showing too much of it besides keeping his hands a little lower than I'd like.
Switch of stances from ortho to southpaw now for Cambridge Wheeler. Trying to explode in the gap. Zach Cockerham couldn't do it.
Defends the takedown, lands a nice 1-2.
Big shots now being landed by Wheeler. There's the knee. Cockerham throwing with his back against the fence. Trying to snatch full tie plum now, Zach Cockerham. 1:45 remaining round 3.
Cockerham's still in this fight. He's doing whatever it takes. He's swinging back, not using the most technique, but here we see him locked hands on a double leg. Let's see if he can push, pull, and lift up Wheeler. Gets him down.
Good technique on the second effort. The double leg hit by Zach Cockerham. Again, looking for that Kimura, Cambridge Wheeler. Difficult to hit for Wheeler on the Kimura from this position. You see the base of Cockerham.
It is, but now that his back's off the fence, if he can get the leverage to start extending his hips out, he could use this to sweep again. But good of Cockerham to grab his own shorts. Oh, and he gets full extension on the armbar. He's going to use this to sweep on the Kimura.
Lot of turn, there's the sweep. Still cracking on the Kimura after hitting the Kimura sweep. Cambridge Wheeler, that was slick.
Good for Wheeler to keep at it. It looked like it was being properly defended. He kept at it, and I'm guessing it's something he hits in the gym a lot and knows when to let go and when to keep going.
Wheeler now back mount, hitting the body triangle. 40 seconds remaining, third and final round. On the roll through, looking rear naked choke with the body triangle snatched.
Going palm to palm grip. And Cockerham refusing to defend the choke, but instead tried to punch from there. It looks like Wheeler had to let go. Let's see if he tries to adjust with just 20 seconds to work. Let's see if he can get a finish here.
Cockerham continuing to throw punches rather than fight the hands. A little more squeeze now, more of a smother. Not under the chin. Final seconds of this fight. There's the 10-second clack. Cambridge Wheeler versus Zach Cockerham. More commitment on the squeeze, not under the chin. There's the bell. That's the end of an outstanding fight.
Incredible fight. It's two debut guys. The composure from these guys, like we didn't see this back when I was an amateur. It just keeps getting better and better. These guys are starting to act like what pros were when I was an amateur. So it's cool to see the evolution of the sport here in the replay. We see that big 1-2 land right after Wheeler defended the first takedown of the third round. And then we just see these guys chucking the things. Here we see Cockerham deep on a double leg, picks, pulls, puts Wheeler on his back. But then here we see this Kimura, gets extension, forces Cockerham to roll through, ends up on top, tries to finish the Kimura there. To no avail, ends up on his back, full body triangle, goes palm to palm, and man, Cockerham is a gangster. He was in this fight the entire time, being the shorter, stockier fighter. He tried to win this fight. Credit to Cockerham for his toughness. Not sure if this is the weight class for him, but this is a beautiful display of martial arts from both gentlemen. Kudos to Cockerham for the toughness, but great performance by Wheeler.
Our fight replays are presented by Hoy Excavating, rather by Major Pack. 3 judges scoring cage side on the 10-point must system assigned by the Missouri Office of Athletics. Their scorecards have been tallied. Very close, back and forth from Cambridge Wheeler, Zach Cockerham. That was a really fun fight. To end all suspense, we send it to Brian Wood with our winner announcement, which is presented by Milagro Tequila.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. What a great fight right there. All 3 judges give it 30-27 by unanimous decision. Out of the blue corner, Cambridge Wheeler. (30-27), 3-0 across the board for Cambridge Wheeler.
Unanimous decision, 30-27, Jeff, but still, those were 3 very close competitive rounds.
Yeah, incredible fight. I do agree with the scorecard there. I think Wheeler edged all those rounds, and that third was one-way traffic. Again, beautiful performance by both. Debuts, this is what the amateur scene's for. It's a learning experience. Great fight.
The winner, by way of unanimous decision, Cambridge Wheeler defeats Zach Cockerham.